And they're you know, so bureaucracies always grow as rapidly and extend their jurisdiction as far as they can. So that's part
all right. Paul Craig Roberts, I'm sorry to interrupt. I want to thank you for joining us today. This has been a great segment with you. This is Mike Adams, starting brush fires in the minds of men and having the gear to put them out later on. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We survived it, folks. The possible firestorm caused by cooking a turkey. I want to thank Paul Craig Roberts, who just joined us in the last segment. I apologize for cutting him off there. Sometimes when you're going to break, you got to do that. But Paul Craig Roberts, one of personally the people that I admire the most as a writer and a thinker and an analyst. Every time I read his articles, I learn something new and quite profound. So be sure to check out his information. Is there a website, guys, for Paul Craig Roberts that we should give out? Let me know. Moving on, turkey frying terror. I thought, in this segment here, we'd have just a bit of a comedic relief. What about 7 other foods that Janet Napolitano thinks might be tools of terrorism, huh? Hey, if deep frying a turkey is so dangerous that they have to issue an official tweet about it, maybe there are some other weapons of mass convection, that's your oven convection, that we should be concerned about. Now, I have 6. And I'm challenging the crew back there to come up with the 7th. You got it? You got to come up with the 7th. Here we go. 7 other foods that could be tools of terrorism. Number 1, of course, will be human breast milk. They already think that's terrorism. That's why they have infiltrators. Yeah, that's a good word, infiltrators. And spies who are going out and trying to arrest people who are buying and selling and transporting raw milk. And why is it dangerous? Oh, because it's not pasteurized. It's alive. Of course, we've got these suggestions, by the way, were from the Natural News Facebook fan page. So I want to thank those fans for their little contributions. They gave me the idea of baked beans because they produce flammable gases, which are illegal to carry on an airplane, by the way. So that could be a weapon of terrorism very soon. Microwavable popcorn, because it explodes and it sounds like gunfire. You microwave popcorn, you could get a visit from DHS. How about that Velveeta cheese? Because you can't identify it. It has no biometrics. Nobody knows what it's really made of. Kind of a mystery. We're not even sure if it has a genetic code, so we don't know if it's GMO or not. Big mystery. Deviled eggs. Yep, because, of course, the devil's in them. Deviled eggs. Green peas. That could be another food of tremendous terror. Why? Why, you ask? Well, obviously, because the Department of Homeland Security doesn't want anything resembling world peas. Bad humor on this Thanksgiving holiday. Thank you, guys. All right, what's your suggestion, guys? You got a food? Vitamin C. How could that be a terror weapon, vitamin C? Because it lets you see things that you're not supposed to see. I got you. You're good. Okay. That was from the InfoWars staff behind the curtain right back there. Yeah, I hope you're staying entertained and informed at the same time. Our focus here is to, of course, give you a little bit of both. But this reminds me, here's a quote from someone on the Facebook page who was reacting to this news that DHS put out this tweet about the dangers of frying turkey. And I'm bleeping out the profanity here, so it's clean, okay? It's okay for radio. This person says, quote, they're only dangerous, talking about the turkeys being dropped into the fryers. They're only dangerous because bleeping idiots think they can throw frozen bleep into a vat of boiling bleep on top of an open flame and that everything will be okay. Yeah, he's got a point, right? Think about the laws of physics when you do this stuff. There is an open flame. It can tip easily. There's hot oil. And you shouldn't just throw something frozen in there. All right, but this also brings me to a quote from Thomas Jefferson, which will take us to break. Quote, was the government to prescribe to us our medicine and diet, our bodies would be in such keeping as our souls are now. Thomas Jefferson, notes of the state of Virginia, talking about why we shouldn't have the government telling us what to eat. Get vitamin C something, say something. That's The winning entry in the Terror Food Alert. Vitamin C something, say something. We'll be right back on the Alex Jones Show. Stay with us. Oh, yeah, welcome back. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is Mike Adams, the Health Ranger, filling in for Alex Jones today. And we've been talking about nutrition. Yeah, the evil nutrients, like vitamin C something, say something. That's Janet Napolitano's favorite vitamin. And then Bill Gates' favorite vitamin is vitamin D population agenda. How's that? I actually got a laughter from behind the glass on that one. You gotta surprise these guys from time to time. But thank you for joining us. I always enjoy hosting here. It's really an honor to be here, to be filling in for Alex, who's on the road, probably getting stopped by TSA somewhere and filming it and having an altercation of some sort that we're going to find out about tomorrow or the next day. So I can't wait to find out about that. I texted Alex this morning and said, I'm going to be covering Ron Paul. I'm going to be covering some of these things. And I didn't get an answer. So he's probably like on the road, man, just really going for it, trying to get back to Austin as soon as possible. So good for him. And thank you for inviting me on here to host. So continuing, we've got a lot more news coming up. And at the bottom of this hour, we have a Dr. Stewart Lonky who's going to be joining us to talk about some of the dangers out there in the environment, stuff that we really haven't focused on that much, the heavy metals poisoning in our environment, the chemical poisoning that we're not aware of. And he's really more of a conventional doctor, but who has specialized in cancer prevention by telling the truth about the effects of toxic chemicals and heavy metals. So he'll be joining us at the bottom of the hour. Until then, we've got more news. All right, Prozac and fluoride. Look, I know Alex has covered this a lot here on the show, but I wanted to reiterate that Prozac is 94% fluoride. All right, 94% fluoride. So if Prozac makes you chill out and it makes kids feel okay and it makes adults feel okay, what do you think fluoride's doing? You think fluoride is not psychoactive? Of course it's psychoactive. That goes all the way back to Nazi Germany. Oh, by the way, along those lines, I've been reading more books by Jim Marrs, and I have to say, read Jim Marrs. Read the book called Rise of the Fourth Reich. It is an amazing tour of the Nazi Germany influence on NASA, on the space program, on politics, on banking, on pharmaceuticals, on agriculture, pesticides, you name it. It's incredible, and it's extremely well documented. So giving a big shout out to Jim Marrs, who by the way, is a guest here on the Alex Jones Show from time to time. Also coming up in the next hour, we're going to have Robert Scott Bell joining us. He's a host also with GCN. He has his own radio show, and he's going to be joining us to share some of the things that we all have to be thankful for this Thanksgiving. I'm going to be given 5 things, and Robert's got his 5 things, and hopefully I want to open up the phones today and ask you to call in and with your comments on Ron Paul, the debates, or the on-fire turkey roasting episode that Janet Napolitano warned us about, or even maybe what you're thankful for this Thanksgiving, because we do have a lot to be thankful for, don't we? Really. Even in the midst of all this tyranny and all this oppression and all the insanity out there, think about it. We still have Ron Paul on stage telling the truth. Isn't that amazing? We still have InfoWars. We have Alex Jones. We have this media channel. We have all of you out there, the supporters, the listeners, the viewers, the people who are sending out the tweets and putting it on Facebook and putting the bumper stickers out there and handing out the movies and the DVDs. Good for you. I'm thankful for you. You know, speaking of that, they didn't even ask me to plug this, but I just feel like it's appropriate. Can you give a video shot of these movies over here? Right now, the InfoWars store is offering the 18 DVDs at a low price. Is that $129? Is that the price? $99? Are you kidding me? I'm not going to turn this into an infomercial. No, I just think it's a great buy. I'm actually picking up this whole set myself today because I haven't seen all of Alex's films. I must admit, I haven't seen them all. I've seen many of them. I followed Alex for many years, but I haven't seen all the films, and I think I can learn some more also because there's nobody on the cutting edge of just doing this research year after year, day after day, sacrificing his personal time. I mean, he's even on vacation reporting, doing the news, doing investigative journalism as he's on vacation. It's like, we're here in the Grand Canyon, and here's what you need to know. Here's another film. Yeah, it's $99.95. All right, so I was off by 95 cents. But $99.95 at the Infowars.com store. You can get these 18 DVDs, all of Alex Jones' films ever. Woo, that's some Christmas viewing for you right there. Hand them out to your family and friends. Moving on. Another topic here. Natural News salutes Jesse Ventura. Look, I heard Jesse on Alex Jones about a week ago, and he said, you know what? He's fighting on the front lines. He's telling the truth. He's doing his part, and the mainstream media isn't recognizing him. And I said, you know what? You're right, man. You are right, and you need more recognition, and you deserve it. So I put out an article that just said, I salute you, man. I salute what you're doing, what you stand for, the truth that you are speaking out there, the shows that you're filming. You are a great American hero, a true patriot, just like Ron Paul, just like Alex Jones, and many other people out there. So, hats off to you, man. Keep up the great work, and you are being recognized by those who still have their sanity. Isn't that good to know? Hey, we don't have to be on the top 10 Mr. Popular list of the general public out there. The fluoride heads, I don't want to be on their top 10 list of popular people. They're too busy with celebrities and musicians and just, complete whack jobs. So I don't want to be on their list. I only want to be on the list of people who are into liberty and into freedom. And my list of people I admire is like Paul Craig Roberts. It's like Jesse Ventura. It's like Ron Paul. It's like Alex Jones. Right? So and it's like Gerald Celente, by the way. And there's an update on MF Global on the Infowars.com website today. So if you want to know the latest on that. Wow, what an outrageous example of just complete outright theft. Just stealing money from people. Hundreds of millions of dollars, I think, is what was stolen from people, and they don't even care. They're like, just take it. We stole your money, deal with it. That's the new banking system in America today. Next item. We have now confirmed that Walgreens is giving out iPad prizes to employees that push the most flu vaccines. Do you have a Walgreens graphic for those of you watching on Prisonplanet.tv? Yeah. So we went to Walgreens and, I should say we talked to their press department. And we said, wait a minute, we've got employees who are saying that you're giving out iPads as prizes when those employees push vaccines onto their customers. Now, we covered this a couple of weeks ago here on the show, but now we've confirmed it, officially confirmed from the corporate headquarters of Walgreens, and they actually gave us a statement, all right? So check out this statement. I guess I got to thank them for getting back in touch with us. They said, quote, our objective during flu season is to protect as many people as possible through the administration of flu shots as an important preventive health measure. It's protection now. Protection. The incentive program, they say, is one of the ways in which we encourage our employees to support this objective. It's like a military objective. And for our pharmacies to continue to play a leading role in helping people stay healthy during the flu season. They should just say amen at the end of that or something, as if because it's almost like they're trying to invoke that they're following the commandments of God, which they are not. They add, we share in the recommendations of the CDC and other national health organizations. Oh, really? They follow the CDC. Okay, that explains it. You mean the CDC, who had one of their own researchers indicted by a federal grand jury in Atlanta for allegedly taking grant money and using it to buy motorcycles and cars and houses? That guy? You mean the same CDC that pushed the false fear story about the pandemic in order to sell more vaccines? Oh, no, wait a minute. Maybe you mean the CDC that was formerly headed by Dr. Julie Gerberding, who after the big swine flu scare went on and took a job as the president of Merck's global vaccine division. Oh, that CDC. That's what Walgreens follows, that CDC. Now I see DC with vitamin C something, say something on the side. Yeah, it's all making sense now. Anyway, Walgreens goes on to say, we encourage flu shots for everyone over the age of 6 months. So a 7-month-old toddler? How about a 19-year-old pregnant woman? You should get a flu shot too. And if a Walgreens employee encourages you to get that flu shot, they might win an iPad